My name used to be Arvin. People now simply call me the man by the temple gate. Every morning, I sit near the old stone temple where thousands of footsteps pass me by. Some hands drop a coin in my bowl. Some offer a piece of fruit or bread. Most walk past without even noticing I exist. My clothes are nothing but threads. My shirt has more holes than fabric, and my worn-out slippers barely cling to my feet. I sleep under a peepal tree on a torn mat. The ground is my bed. The open sky is the only roof I've known for years. I've forgotten what a soft mattress feels like, or what it means to fall asleep with a full stomach. Still, every dawn when the sun touches my face, I smile. Somehow, life still sits inside me. I drag myself to the temple gate, fold my hands, and greet people with a soft namaste. Whatever food I get, I save half of the night. Once, a little girl handed me a biscuit and grinned, as if she was giving me the world. That tiny smile warmed me more than any blanket ever could. Children see humans. Adults see shadows. From the sidewalk, I watch the world rush by. Cars honking, hurried feet, busy faces. I am like a stone lying on the road, present but invisible. But I wasn't always invisible. I wasn't always broken. I once had a life. I was born in a small village in Bihar. My father worked the fields, and my mother kept our home warm with her laughter and simple meals. We were poor, but our hearts were full. I studied in a government school and dreamed of becoming a math teacher. My father would place his rough hand on my head and say, "Arvin, one day you will lift us out of this life." I believed him. But when I was 14, the skies betrayed us. No rain, no crops, no money. My father borrowed from a lender, but we couldn't repay even the interest. The threats began. My father changed. His smile faded. His voice grew small. One morning, I found him sitting under a neem tree, crying like a child. That night, he drank poison and breathed his last in front of me. My mother's scream that night still echoes inside my chest. Everything fell apart after that. We sold our land. My younger sister left school. My mother's health collapsed. I came to the city with the hope of saving my family. But the city swallowed me whole. I washed dishes in a small dhaba for a while, earning just enough to survive. One day, the owner slapped me for accidentally breaking a glass. I left the job. After that, days blurred into nights. I slept at train stations, begged for water, wandered aimlessly under the burning sun. People looked at me like I wasn't human. Hopelessness slowly replaced everything inside me. Eventually, I ended up near the temple. Other beggars lived there too. Old men, sick women, people who had lost everything just like me. Asking for food felt shameful at first, but hunger is a cruel teacher. Survival becomes your only prayer. Nights were the worst. Cold, dark, unforgiving. I had only a torn shawl to hide under. Sometimes rain drenched everything I had. Once, an old man sleeping beside me died silently during the night. His body lay there until noon. For the first time, I feared my own death. But some tiny part of me, hope, memory, stubbornness, kept me breathing. Then came the morning that changed everything. I hadn't eaten for 2 days. My head spun. My hands trembled. I thought the earth might swallow me. And then I saw her, a woman in a simple cotton sari, her face calm and kind. She handed me a pack of food and a bottle of water. "Eat," she said softly. She sat next to me and asked, "What's your name?" "Arvin," I whispered. She listened as I told her about my father, the drought, the city, and the years on the street. She didn't flinch. She didn't judge. She simply said, "My name is Mira. I work with a small organization that helps people living on the streets. Would you like to come with me?" No one had spoken to me like that in years. "Will I get food?" I asked, almost shy. She smiled gently. Food, clothes, and maybe a chance to start again. I looked at the sleeping bodies around me, the man who died, the children who begged, the women who suffered silently. And before fear could stop me, I said, "Yes." That one word brought me back to life. Mira took me to a shelter home. I bathed after weeks. My skin felt new. I got clean clothes, warm food, and a bed that didn't hurt my bones. I cried quietly that night, not out of pain, but because I felt human again. Life at the shelter was simple. We cleaned, washed our clothes, stood in line for breakfast. The rice and lentils felt like a feast to me. Mira visited every week with books, toiletries, and sometimes sweets. One day, she asked, "Arvin, would you like to work?" "I'll try," I said. She introduced me to a man who owned a tea stall. He looked at me and said, "Can you wash glasses and serve tea?" "Yes," I said, my voice steady. That simple job made me feel valuable again. Each coin I earned felt like a victory. I saved every rupee I could in a small cloth pouch. I wanted to find my mother and sister. Mira promised she would help. Weeks passed. I worked hard, made tea, cleaned the stall, served customers. The owner trusted me. For the first time in years, someone believed in me. Then one evening, Mira arrived with a piece of paper and tears in her eyes. "Arvin, we found them. Your mother and sister. They're living in a nearby village." My knees almost gave way. "We'll take you there this Sunday," she said. That Sunday, I wore my cleanest shirt. My hands shook the entire journey. When I saw my mother standing in the doorway, thinner and older, I broke down. She held me like she never wanted to let go. My sister, now grown, cried too. That day, a broken family became whole again. I'm no longer the man sleeping under the tree. I work at the tea stall. I rent a small room. I eat 2 meals a day. I visit my mother every month. And whenever I see someone hungry on the street, I remember the day Mira looked at me, not as a beggar, but as a human being worth saving. Kindness didn't just feed me. It brought me back to life.